Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a full moon in Virgo reading. So this could be for your spiritual journey, your spiritual growth and development. This is definitely going to be about you, the viewer. So anything that comes up, you can take it as it resonates or get rid of what doesn't. We're really going to be focusing here on letting go of things that no longer serve you. We are clearing out debris so that way you can manifest the things that you want to bring into your life. Sometimes we need a little bit of a reset button. So this is a great time to reorganize, reprioritize, etc. So that's what we're really going to focus on today. So let's go ahead and get started. This beautiful Orgonite. This is the Cat Goddess Bast Orgonite created by Cher from Wing and Bell. So I will put her information down below. Decks we're going to be using here today, two of my own, Twin Flame Journey Tarot and the Arrows of Love Oracle. Also the Intuit Oracle, the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle, and the Essential Oils Oracle. So let's get started. Let's take a look and see what may be coming up for us that we need to clear out. So we have cedarwood, connection. It is too much. That's the trigger. It's too much. But the true statement is, I am grounded in my body. So the advice is to use your empathic abilities to connect with others. Discern the information you receive and do not take on what is not your own. Wow. This to me is for empaths, you guys. The connections that you make with other people may be burdensome for you. You might really enjoy connections, getting very deeply involved, maybe even just like totally just enmeshed in somebody's life or issues or problems because you want to help them. And then all of a sudden this energy starts to creep into your energy field and you're taking it on. And then you don't know what your emotions are versus theirs. There needs to be some sort of a shield here, some sort of a barrier of protection. So what's happening here in just maybe your connections with other people, whether it's lovers, friendships, family, coworkers, things like that, you might get overwhelmed after a period of time. You may have a difficult time grounding yourself and staying in your own energy field, kind of like staying on your side of the street. You could just get over involved in other people's dramas or situations, and you may be coming from a good place, but you may lose yourself, okay? So there's some advice on this. That's something that we need to stop doing, because what's happening here is it's actually preventing us from being able to move forward with our own energy, because we have other people's energies attached to us. We can't disconnect. We're maybe even taking on their moods or their insecurities as our own, and it's not. So something does need to be cleared out so we can move forward with what we want. Interesting. Oh, stepping stones. It says the process of arrival, baby steps, progress, how to. I love this. Keep on going, step by step. There is a way out. Beautiful. So I'm not here to tell you guys that I can just snap my fingers with this reading and say, hey, this is how you're going to just stop doing this. This is how you're going to protect your energy. I definitely suggest for you guys to do some research on either different stones or just different ways that you can clear your energy field, protect your energy field, etc. Maybe certain meditations, things like that. The thing is, somebody is empathic here, and the way that you connect with others is very, very deep. But there's an issue though. Something happens when you do this. Something is not your own. You're taking on something that's not yours. And so there is a way to get out of this. There is a way that you can correct this. There is a way that you can still connect with people, but do it very safely. So there is a step-by-step process or like a learning curve with this particular path that you're on right now. You're gonna get it. You're on your way, okay? So if some of you guys have felt like, you know what, I just need to cut everybody off and I'm never gonna get close to anyone ever again. It's just too much. I can't even get involved. It's very black and white thinking, right? Spirit is saying that there is an alternative. That's such a beautiful message. We have integrity. Beautiful. I love this. So this is about do things in line with your integrity, okay? Does it feel right for you? Is it in alignment with who you are? There may be a lesson for you not to deal with things that don't align with your integrity. As a reader, there has been plenty of things that have come my way that have not been in alignment with me. And some people might say, oh, you know what? That's Mystic Moon being judgmental, or that's Mystic Moon being a selfish bitch, or that's Mystic Moon just being this or being that. People can think whatever they want to think, but if something doesn't feel right in my energy field, this is something that I need to do in order to protect myself by saying simply and kindly no, or I decline, or I refund, or whatever. You know, I'm talking about people coming to me for readings. There's certain things that I just won't deal with, certain things I won't do. It doesn't align with what I'm all about. So that's just an example. And I've had to learn that over the years because I used to say yes to everything. And then, you know, through different things that have happened to me over the years, I have learned to protect myself. But I will tell you this, I have struggled with this. I do still struggle with this sometimes. Sometimes I'm afraid I'm going to be judged. Sometimes I say yes when I want to say no, and then I regret it later. So it's all a learning curve, you guys. There's things that we're constantly doing and learning, you know, every single day. So just trust what feels right in your energy field. If something doesn't feel right, you don't have to say yes or do something you don't want to do just to play nice because you're so sensitive, okay? So when you're getting to the point where it's all or nothing, like I can't handle one more person, or I'm not helping one more person, or I'm not saying yes to one more person, that's when you know that something has really just gone awry in your own energy field. And that's key, that something needs to be healed within. So let's get a tarot. So it's interesting. See, look at this heavy burden. It's like, I hate to say this, but this is the message that I'm getting. You have no, it's not about blame though, and I hate to use this phrase, but there's no other way for me to say it. If something isn't happening in your life, no one is holding you back but you. Your own need to please, your own need to be liked, your own need to want to just be a good person. This is to your own detriment now. It's become a burden. It's too much. 10 of Wands means it's at the point where it's just, you're broken. Now you're of no help to anyone, even yourself. So you may have allowed your overgiving or empathic nature to, you know, your energy field to become compromised. But Spirit is telling you here, it's not too late. You can recover. It's not too late to learn how to protect yourself, or to learn to say no, to set healthy boundaries with people. It's not too late. You can do it. So this particular energy seems to right now be preventing you from being able to move forward, but only if you allow it to. You're meant to let go of something. If there's something right now in your life that's heavy, or you know it's a problem, stand in your integrity and say, no more. I got to let it go. I got to cut you off. You're going to do it in a nice way, but saying no is very, very important to whoever this is resonating with. Like, I can no longer subject myself to this. I can no longer do this anymore. I can no longer do this favor for you anymore. I can no longer be at service to you any longer. This is now burdening me. I have to cut this off. So it's a part of your spiritual lesson and ascension to deal with this. Oh, wow. Look at this wake-up call. If some of you guys have gotten ill, if some of you guys have gotten depressed, like it's just too much, your body has, you know, you're sick now. This is your body's way, or Spirit's way, of giving you a wake-up call and saying, whoa, where have you not been taking care of you? You are about to discover your life purpose. So it's a wake-up call that you are meant for something either different or more than what you are doing right now. It may be that you need to cut off certain behaviors or even people in order to get to your purpose. Sometimes people are in the way. Sometimes the way that we're attached to other people or what we feel connected to people get in the way. So one of our biggest lessons and what we need to let go of is our need to be, you know, a good person and always say yes and to always be there for everyone. And I'm saying this in the sense that when it's a burden to ourselves, because at that point, we're not really doing anything positive for anyone. Love yourself and take care of yourself first, and then give. Okay? So it's a part of your wake-up call right now through whatever's going on here, whatever you've been burdened with, to get you back into alignment with what you're supposed to be doing and who you truly are. So if something has been way off or something has been weighing heavily on your spirit, it's because that is Spirit's way of energetically giving you the wake-up call to say, something's off, you need to take care of it. So anyways, I know that was a long-winded first message, but that's what we're getting. So let's go ahead and get into another subject. Okay, so we have sandalwood now. Awareness. Trigger statement, I never get what I want. The true statement is, I am a powerful creator. So this is the deal. Especially if our own behavior is actually adding to this. We might blame other people. It's your fault that I can't do what I want to do. It's your fault that you've drained my energy, or you've drained my resources, or that you've hurt me so much to where now I can't even be happy and I'm depressed. It's your fault that you've wasted my time and I blew all of my opportunities. We got to take some responsibility. I never get what I want. It's not fair. It's not fair that everybody else is happy. It's not fair that this is happening to me. Not everybody makes the same decisions. Some people make decisions that are solely focused on them, and it might seem selfish to other people. But sometimes people that are, let's just say, self-centered, and they're focused on themselves, and they don't have, family or a significant other, they can be very focused on their goals, and they can get a lot of things done. Maybe they can do a lot of things that other people that have, responsibilities, or AKA burdens, if that's how it feels. There's just a difference with choices that were made in this life. So I feel that this reading is really coming through with the message that we need to be aware of our choices, and we need to be aware of where we're at. And rather than blaming another person or blaming, it's not about blaming ourselves either, but we're holding ourselves accountable for the decisions that we've made in this life. You are a powerful creator. So that means that if you were creating from the power of giving, you may have been assisting other people so much, but again, it was at the detriment to now you don't have anything on reserve to create for yourself. You've helped other people manifest their dreams. You've helped boost everyone else up, and then you've been left holding the towel. You've been left holding, the bag. You got nothing left. Everybody else took, and they didn't give anything back. There is a lesson here, being aware of yourself and being aware of why we do what we do and what we're getting out of it. And, I could bring myself into this and say that I very much have struggled with that. I feel like I've done a lot for other people, and I could sit there and say, I do so much for everybody and no one does anything for me. I could totally get lost in that. And in some ways, and with some people, I feel like that's absolutely true. And with others, absolutely not. A lot of people have done a lot of wonderful things for me, but it's not always about that. There's a reason sometimes that you give and you don't get anything back. And that might be because there was an expectation on your part. That might be because you were trying to gain someone's approval. So sometimes things don't come back in the way that we put out because there is an attachment there. There's a trauma. There's just something ugly really to begin with. So sometimes what you get back is ugly. Sometimes what you get back is a wound because it came from a wound. I hope that makes sense. So it doesn't do us any good to focus on, I never get what I want. Instead, I'm a powerful creator. I am choosing to align my thoughts with empowering thoughts, quotes of I can, affirmations, listening to positive things rather than, it's kind of like watching positive and uplifting movies and listening to very empowering music. Or we listen to sad songs and we stay sad and we cry and we watch tearjerkers. How is that really going to shift our energy field? Especially when we want to manifest things and we want to live and we want to be happy and we want to create. We have to pay attention to our energy. So I am a powerful creator. Where are you creating from? So it says, listen to your inner voice. What is your inner voice telling you? What is the chatter inside of your head? Is the chatter, I never get what I want. It's not fair. It's not fair that this person got this and I didn't. It's not fair. Is that your inner chatter? So it's telling you, release your ideas of the outcome you wish to see and trust that you are aligned with the universe. Trust that everyone is here for their own unique purposes. It's very easy to compare ourselves with other people. I do it all the time. So I bring these readings to you guys, but Spirit knows damn well that I need this handed to me as well, okay? So this is, I'm a part of this collective too. So I'm not sitting back going, well, I've got this handled. I have mastered this. Hell no, I have not, okay? It's a difficult one. And sometimes we get caught up in it. But when we realize that, ooh, I'm being triggered to go down this path again, this path of woe is me and all this stuff, it is not an empowering place. You will not thrive in that place. You will continue to drown in that pit. So, you know, you might have a day or two. Maybe you're hormonal. Sometimes I get hormonal and I just cannot control it. But you realize that by staying in that energy and by being aware that, oh, that's not really going to serve me in a positive way, this will help you to manifest what you want rather than what you don't want. So remember, you guys, whatever is going on in your head, whatever you're constantly thinking about, whatever you're constantly rolling through your thoughts and your memories and everything, the statements that you're making, the words that you're thinking, speaking, anything, you are creating from that energy. So Spirit is telling us we've got to clear something up that's connected to what other people did or didn't do for us, or where we've been victimized and what we've done and what we didn't get back. All those stories need to go away. Because if you really want to create something amazing for yourself in this life, it's not going to be in that old woe is me energy. That is not going to serve you. That victim mentality is not going to serve you. So it's a very powerful statement here. Very powerful message. Bridge. Look at this. Communication, unite, connecting, integrate, overcoming barriers, sharing, harmony, compromise. So this is the deal. First of all, communication, that inner voice, that voice inside of our head. We need to connect the dots and realize that the dots, like the words and the thoughts that we're thinking, are then connected to the reality that is playing out in front of us in our 3D lives. We need to start integrating these energies together, bringing them all together, being on the same page, bringing in the thoughts that we're thinking, the words that we're speaking, the energy that we're putting out into the world, that it's all connected. This is going to help us to overcome these barriers that are in place right now that are keeping us from creating the harmony that we want. So Spirit's saying, you've got to compromise. You've got to compromise with, you got to co-create what you give. You can't just expect and pray that things are going to change. You've got to compromise, as in you've got to put some effort in. This is a two-way street. This is a give and take here. Let's co-create together. I am the canvas. You are the painter. You have the paintbrush. What do you want to do? So it's about becoming aware that you are a powerful creator, and Spirit is here to assist you. But you have to jump and step back into that power in a very positive way to realize that, do I want to create more misery or do I want to create something amazing and new? Deep, deep, deep. On the mend. Love it. This is Spirit's way of telling you you're almost there. You're on the mend. You want to get better. You want to fix this. You will be able to clear this energy. Things are going to get better, okay? Things are going to get better. So try not to worry so much. You know, even if it's a temporary Band-Aid right now, work on healing and mending your own heart. That will really, really help you when it comes to creating what you want rather than more broken situations or more avenues for people to take advantage of you. When you're focused on yourself and you're healing and you feel really good and you love yourself, you're not going to do things that are going to, allow other people to abuse you or other people to take advantage of you. You're going to be empowered and you're not going to attract that into your life. I love this. Eight of Pentacles is telling you it's a work in progress. You're on your way. Look at this. You're on your way. This old cycle, it's cycling out. So to me, this full moon in Virgo is an opportunity for a fresh slate, a clean start. Now you can start working towards that goal. It's like you may drop some sort of burden, some old way of being, some old way of thinking. It's like having that aha moment. Wow, I get it now. And you're going to keep going. You're still a work in progress. It's not over. This masterpiece is still being created, flaws and all. Oh my God, I love it. All right, last message. Power struggle. It says you may be involved in a power struggle between two or more people. Interesting. Okay, so Spirit's saying here, yes, the struggle is real. It absolutely is real. We're not trying to take away from the fact that your struggles and your pain and everything that you have felt and the burdens that you felt, they're definitely real. It's happened or it is happening, okay? But how you react to it, how you deal with it, that creates the struggle or no struggle. There may be more, it may just not be about you. Again, this is about connecting with other people, the connections that you have with other people. This is the way that you interact with other people. I was just having this conversation, I think it was with my daughter Kayla today. And we were talking about, certain themes in our lives and how the common denominator is us. Surprise, surprise, the common denominator in all of these issues that keep happening over and over again in the same exact way. Situations that end up the same. Who is the common denominator? Us. So there's something going on within our own energy field that needs to shift and change. And I feel like that is really what this reading is about today. If you want to manifest, if you want to bring forth new things into your life, you have to get rid of some old story, some old identity about yourself, who you are, and there's something about becoming more aware of your own actions and your own energy and how that affects what happens to you, how that affects what shows up for you. So something about the law of attraction, manifesting, being very aware of yourself, being very aware of your own energy field, your own expectations when you go into connecting with people. If you're, burdening yourself or feeling burden or struggling, there's something about, we may want to control what people think about us, what people feel about us. And sometimes that can be very exhausting because we're trying to people please. We want everybody to love us. We want everybody to like us. That is freaking exhausting. So Spirit is saying it's time for you to focus more on you and take care of yourself and stop caring so much about what other people think. Because at the end of the day, what other people think about us is none of our business. It really isn't. So anyways, you guys, I hope that was helpful to you today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.